Truthfully.
I thought it was dead tight. I thought you was going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds.
But
I bossed the fight in front for all night hour.
It's already history.
Alexander Radio Raheem over here in the corner. Tyson Fury.
Oleksandr Usyk has finally fired back at Tyson Fury after the Gypsy King claimed he was robbed in their unified World Heavyweight Championship rematch. It's surprising how the same Tyson Fury had blamed his loss in their first encounter on Oleksandr Usyk's Ukrainian origin. And now that he isn't doing that, he's chosen to blame his loss on the judges.
Take the fight, which I thought you enjoyed. I just win in 7 rounds to 5.
I feel a lot of people did as well. Same score. Frank had me 3 or 4 rounds up. A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it's...
Contrary to Tyson Fury's habits of playing blame games, Oleksandr Usyk has instead heaped praises on his opponent and claimed he's a great fighter who's brought out the best in him. But since Tyson Fury has decided to be unsmart, Usyk has ended the praises and fired shots instead. Oleksandr Usyk trolled Tyson Fury, claiming he was in for a trilogy if Fury wanted, and it would also end in the same manner as the previous 2, only that he'll blame the loss on Turki Alalshik.
Tyson Fury called this a Christmas gift for you from the judges, and Frank Warren says that he can't imagine how the judges scored so many rounds for you, and that Fury should have won much more.
Oleksandr Usyk said this jokingly after the first fight was blamed on Fury's corner, his wife's health, and the war in Ukraine. And this time, the judges were blamed for cheating, which means anything at all can be blamed for the next one if Oleksandr Usyk manages to get the victory again. This came after Oleksandr Usyk won his heavyweight championship rematch against Tyson Fury by unanimous decision overnight on Saturday to stay unbeaten across 2 divisions and cement his place among the greats. The Ukrainian, who forced the pace and repeatedly tagged Fury with his accurate left hook, was awarded the fight 116-112 by all 3 judges, handing Fury his second straight loss.
It is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions. But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot. But I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee.
Usyk's win takes him to 23-0 with 14 knockouts and extends one of the all-time best careers that includes Olympic gold, an undisputed champion at cruiserweight. He's a great fighter. It's a great performance, Usyk 37 said of Fury, who was unbeaten over 35 fights until he lost their 4-belt unification bout in May. Unbelievable 24 rounds for my career.
All to the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated, still reigning.
Only the World Boxing Association, World Boxing Organization, and World Boxing Council belts were on the line this time, after Usyk, focused on the lucrative rematch, relinquished his International Boxing Federation title rather than face challenger Daniel Dubois. By beating Fury in May, the Cat had already joined the likes of Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, and Mike Tyson as undisputed heavyweight and the first of the 4-belt era. He's my best friend, he said of Fury. I respect this guy because I think he's a really tough opponent. Tyson Fury makes me strong.
Підходив до 12 раунду. Ти мав впевненість, що ти виграєш за очками?
I don't think about it. I'm just boxing. I'm just continue my.
But the defeat opens up an uncertain future for the 36-year-old Fury, now February 1st, 34, who announced his retirement in 2022, only to return to the ring. I thought I've won both fights, but then again I've got 2 losses on my record now, so there's not much I can do about it, said the Briton, who refused to discuss his next steps. Promoter Frank Warren also called the judge's decision nuts, but Usyk dismissed his complaints. Uncle Frank, I think, is blind. Why, crazy man, joked the Ukrainian. Fury, wearing a Santa-style red and white robe and bushy beard, appeared in Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, before a determined-looking Usyk strode out in Cossack gear. It was seesaw stuff as they traded blows, but Usyk rocked Fury in the 11th with a lightning combination that ended with yet another left hook to the face, An Usyk uppercut to Fury's chin highlighted a furious final round, and there seemed little doubt about the winner as the Ukrainian sank to his knees, arms aloft. Usyk, who briefly served as a soldier after the Russian invasion, then celebrated by holding up a saber that belonged to Ivan Mazepa, a hero of Ukrainian nationalism who fought against Russian control in the early 1700s. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was quick to hail the victory, calling it proof that Ukraine will not give up what's ours after nearly 3 years of war with Russia. It was seesaw stuff as they traded blows, but Usyk rocked Fury in the 11th with a lightning combination that ended with yet another left hook to the face. An Usyk uppercut to Fury's chin highlighted a furious final round, and there seemed little doubt about the winner as the Ukrainian sank to his knees, arms aloft. Usyk, who briefly served as a soldier after the Russian invasion, then celebrated by holding up a saber that belonged to Ivan Mazepa, a hero of Ukrainian nationalism who fought against Russian control in the early 1700s. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was quick to hail the victory, calling it proof that Ukraine will not give up what's ours after nearly 3 years of war with Russia.
Траки! Сила! Траки! Сила! Траки, траки, траки! Сила, сила, сила!
Victory, Zelensky said in a post on Telegram, so important and so necessary for all of us now. Reports put the prize purse at an increased $190 million with Usyk, as defending champion expected to receive the bigger share, a reversal of fortunes from May. The fight sits high in the portfolio of Saudi Arabia's oil-funded push into sports, which has drawn accusations of sports washing, its dubious human rights record. Tyson Fury remained adamant that he won his clash against Oleksandr Usyk by 3 rounds, despite suffering a unanimous defeat on Saturday night.
A lot of people say that Usyk wins thanks to his spirit. Did you feel it?
I didn't feel no spirit. I felt a little bit of Christmas spirit in there, and I think he got a little Christmas gift from them judges. Christmas gift early.
In a thrilling contest where neither man refused to give an inch, it was Usyk who finished the stronger, just as he did 7 months ago, to pick up a repeat victory. Usyk became undisputed champion by just a single point in May as he earned a split decision win, but this time it was more clear-cut as all 3 judges scored the bout 116-112 in his favor. Fury promptly left the ring after the result was announced, having clearly been disappointed that his efforts got very little recognition from the judges. The 36-year-old was later caught backstage by reporters, and when asked for his thoughts on the scorecards, the Gypsy King offered a surprise response. Speaking to Sky Sports Boxing after the fight, he said he had clearly the fight. Later, ESPN reported that Fury also said, "I thought I won the fight again. I was Larry Holmes it again. I was on the front foot the entire time. When you don't get the knockout, this is what can happen."
Young man, good. Just there, just there.
Tyson, I know there was an AI experiment tonight. Those AI judges didn't count, but do you see that as a potential?
What was the score? 1-1-9.
Usyk appeared bemused when asked if he deserved to get his hand raised before he was confronted by heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois, who called for a rematch after losing to the Ukrainian great last year. The punch stats revealed Fury had thrown more punches in the contest, with 509 to Usyk's 423. But Usyk landed 179 across the 12 rounds compared to 144 by Fury. Overall, Usyk landed 42% of his punches, with Fury way down on 28%. In the press conference, Fury was flatly asked what's next for him after coming up short in undisputed and then unified title fights, signaling the first losses of his entire professional career. "You might see me fight again, you might not," he cryptically answered.
9 to 1.
118 to 112. But your thoughts on AI judging fights in the future?
By the review of that, absolutely.
"I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds," Fury told his former trainer Ben Davison backstage after the Usyk rematch Saturday night. "I bossed the fight on my front foot." Usyk won a 116-112 unanimous decision on all 3 cards against Fury in their World Boxing Association, World Boxing Council, and World Boxing Organization heavyweight title rematch at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Former unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua had Usyk winning by a slimmer margin than the judges, 115-114. Uncrowned scored the fight a draw, 114-114. The majority of notable observers and pundits appeared to have Usyk in front, though three of boxing's most powerful promoters ringside, Frank Warren, Oscar De La Hoya, and Bob Arum, all had Fury winning the bout. In his post-fight press conference, Fury repeatedly claimed the judges' scorecards were an early Christmas present for Usyk.
Here's one. The computers. Keep the humans going. More jobs for humans, less jobs for computers.
I was quite confident I was ahead going into the last round, Fury said. I thought I won that fight again. I thought I won both fights. But then again, I've gone home with 2 losses on my record now. There's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out and do the best I can. I'll always believe until the day I die, I won that fight. I was on the front foot all night, landing on my body and head. After a journalist present at the post-fight conference told Fury that he personally had the Brit winning the fight by 2 rounds, scoring at 115-113, Fury responded that he believed a lot of people had him beating Usyk, but he refused to dwell on the result. Fury's attitude is consistent with comments he made this past week to Uncrowned, while rejecting the idea he was robbed in his first fight with Usyk. I feel a lot of people did have me winning as well. Same score, Fury said. Frank had me 3 or 4 rounds up. A lot of people had me up at least 2. It is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk.
I was quite confident. I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry Holmes here. I thought I won both fights. But then again, I've gone home with 2 losses on my record now, so there's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out and do the best I can. But again, I'll always believe.
I know boxing, you can't change any decisions, but I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by the past 2 Usyk results. Not a little bit, actually a lot. When you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee a win. There was a 4th judge scoring Saturday's rematch, albeit unofficially. For the first time, an AI judge was used to monitor a boxing match and produce a scorecard as part of an experiment by Turki Alalshik. It's fair to say the experiment wasn't quite as successful as Alalshik would have liked. The AI judge had Usyk 6 points in front with a score of 118-112. The Gypsy King was far from pleased hearing this. Absolutely nonsense. Damn all the computers, keep the humans going, Fury ranted. More jobs for humans, less jobs for computers, and damn electric cars too while we're at it.
Even till the day I die, I won that fight.
Did you feel that, like, you know, this time you had him more on the back foot, you're a bit
aggressive on the back foot. I was on the front foot all night, landing body and head. Frank had me 3 or 4 rounds up.
It went down exactly how you expected it to. After all, what could you have expected from these valiant warriors? Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury battled it out with their hearts and put their bodies on the line. But the back-and-forth revenge match produced a result that boxing fans will remember for ages. Usyk, 37, and Fury, 36, fought it out on December 21st at the Kingdom Arena with the Unified Heavyweight Championship as the reward. The match, similar to their first edition, kept the fans hooked and gave them relentless and constant action.
A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions.
It was only logical that the fight went the distance in a tactical seesaw, where the judges' scorecards decided the fight. It was the Ukrainian who stood tall as the cards read 116, 112 3 times in his favor, ending this historic 2-fight rivalry. Fury started the fight strong, as he relied on jabs and sweeping hooks to utilize his reach advantage. In addition, he ensured he unloaded a quick 1-2 this time around, which was missing in the last fight. Meanwhile, Usyk targeted his opponent's body along with high jabs. However, Fury appeared to be ahead in the initial rounds. That changed in the 4th round when Usyk found his range and doubled up his offense with combinations. He also tried to control the distance by cutting the ring, but Fury's reach and jabs troubled him.
But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot, but I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee a win.
This tactical struggle of Usyk trying to reach Fury's chin with his high left jabs summed up the fight. and it ended in a decision win for Usyk, as he maintained the tempo and increased the output in the later rounds and swept those. However, the question was raised about Fury's future, who instantly stormed out of the ring. Frank Warren then addressed the fans and the audience in a stunned voice, as he also protested against the result.
Obviously, you didn't agree with the decision.
No, I certainly didn't. I didn't see how one judge could only didn't give him a round from round 6 onwards, and the other 2 gave him 1 round each. I don't know what.
He said, "He's Tyson Fury. Very disappointed, as am I. I don't understand how he has only won 4 rounds. It's up to him. It's too early to say. It's immediately after a fight, and emotions are running high. But it's nuts. I'm very disappointed, but it is what it is. He'll make up his mind." These comments didn't sit well with the fans, who took to their social media handles and blasted the promoter for his unfounded comments. Jake Donovan shunned Warren for his comments. He declared, "Frank Warren spewing sour grapes over the scorecards while Oleksandr Usyk hoists a cased samurai sword in the air. Brilliant stuff." Most of the onlookers believed Usyk had done enough to bag the win. In addition, there were several closely contested rounds which could have affected how one scored the fight. Frank Warren spewing sour grapes over the scorecards while Oleksandr Usyk hoists a cased samurai sword in the air. Brilliant stuff. A user advised Warren to maintain his calm and composure. They suggested, "Frank Warren is starting to spiral. Composure, mate. You've got big stars and big fights to make still." Warren's statements might mirror Eddie Hearn's antics when Dmitry Bivol had lost the fight to Artur Beterbiev. Someone referenced how Warren stressed Fury winning the fight in the post-fight interview comments. They noted, "Frank Warren has unleashed on the scorecards." Warren stated that he believes Tyson Fury won the fight. Warren's frustration didn't stop even after the fight, and spotted similar remarks in an interview with 5 Live, as he called it nonsense. Keith Ideick believed the judges got it right. He announced, "After warranted concern about the judging of Usyk Fury 2 the past few days, judges Gerardo Martinez, Patrick Morley, and Ignacio Robles got it exactly right. Keep them in mind for future assignments to high-profile fights. Usyk Fury 2. Not only was there an AI judge to reduce the arbitrariness, but they also decided one judge by a flip of a coin." Lastly, Shakur Stevenson expressed that he was content with the decision. He penned, "Yeah, maybe not as wide, but I thought Usyk was the clear winner." This result also means that there might not be a trilogy fight between Usyk and Fury. Also, the victorious 2012 Olympic gold medalist was also thankful to hear from his 2 sons, who won judo matches earlier Saturday, and told their dad it was his turn to make the family proud again against Fury. Usyk seemed less than appreciative of having Dubois scream in his face about a rematch mere moments after he was announced as the winner of 8 rounds across the board Saturday night.
Big man is a tough boxer. It's a good man. Tyson a lot of talk, yeah? It just show. I'm very respect Tyson Fury. 24 rounds.
A demonstrative Dubois, obviously out of his shell after knocking out countryman Anthony Joshua in September 21st at a sold-out Wembley Stadium in London, demanded a rematch of a bout he lost by 9th round knockout in August 2023 in Wrocław, Poland. Fury's future, if the 36-year-old ex-WBC champ doesn't retire, seems limited financially anyway to a still sellable, long-discussed showdown with Joshua, his British rival. Fury and Joshua need each other more than ever now that they're a combined 0-3 in their past 3 outings. Meanwhile, a second fight with Dubois definitely seems sensible for Usyk. The potential problem, of course, is that Dubois 22 knockouts must first defeat re-emerging former WBO champ Joseph Parker 35-3, including 23 knockouts in their 12-round fight for Dubois' IBF belt February 22nd at Kingdom Arena.
Okay, I'm trying.
You trying, you do it. Daniel, 1 second, let him have his moment. Daniel, Usyk,
Well, I want my revenge.
Nonetheless, Usyk accepted Dubois' challenge. If he can top Parker, Usyk, who owns the WBA, WBC, WBO, and IBO belts, called for Saudi fight financier Turki Al Sheikh to make me fight with Daniel Dubois. No problem, Usyk said. I am ready. Next fight, no problem. The problem in their first fight was that Dubois believes the body blow he landed during the 5th round, which left Usyk rolling around on the canvas, should have counted as a knockdown and a knockout. Had that happened, Dubois, not Usyk, would have fought Fury for heavyweight supremacy. As it was, referee Luis Pabon provided Usyk with more than enough time to recover. The former undisputed cruiserweight champion dropped Dubois twice thereafter, 3 times overall, and seemingly made Dubois quit for the 2nd time as a pro.
I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight. Well done on tonight. God bless. I want my revenge for the robbery last time.
That controversy notwithstanding, there was no such discrepancy regarding the official result of Usyk Fury 2. Usyk simply has proven to be better than Fury. Martinez, Morley, and Robles scored the action accordingly. Perfectly, it would seem. After all the evidence we were provided to be skeptical about how we arrived at assigning this judging panel, those that care about boxing should at least be thankful for that. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.